There's few things in this world that bring me more joy than donuts. And if you ask some people, Portland, Oregon is actually known for its donuts. So since I live here now, I thought it'd be a cool idea to go around and see who has the best donuts in Portland, Oregon. I keep saying Oregon so that you guys know I'm not talking about Portland, Maine. And I wore this shirt in the last release because I just filmed it like 10 seconds ago. But before we jump into that, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, all that good stuff. It definitely helps the channel grow. I'm doing another sneaker giveaway at 2,000 subscribers and we're almost there. So hit up your grandma, tell her to subscribe to the channel, and remember to join the channel membership so that you can increase your chances of winning that giveaway. On this donut journey, I will also be accompanied by High Yellow Ducky. She's a great cook and knows a lot more about food than I do. So she's bringing the expertise and I'm bringing the appetite. And we started off at Coco Donuts. Okay, that definitely had like a really chewy texture to it, which could be kind of cool. So Coco Donuts has mochi vegan donuts, really good, really chewy. I really enjoyed the texture of these donuts. Flavor wasn't anything out of the norm, but it was still really good. I would go ahead and give Coco Donuts a 7 out of 10.
It's really chewy, but it tastes like a glazed donut with extra frosting. Because of the chewiness and like the weird texture, I'd give it a 5, but it tastes good, but the texture is a little weird.
Next up, we headed to a Portland favorite, Blue Star Donuts. Yes, Blue Star Donuts. I mean, we might as well just end the video here. Like, this is a 10 out of 10 for sure. Just look at like the design on the donuts. Like Serge Ibaka said, they don't make donuts, they make art.
Yeah, it's just an excellent donut. Like, this is probably the best donut I've ever had in my life.
Did you see those beautiful donuts? That was pure art. I'm a stickler when it comes to ratings too. I rarely give anything a perfect score. So that's how you know Blue Star is legit, if they got a perfect score out of me. Shout out to Blue Star Donuts. Next on this list, we took a trip out to Sweetpea Baking Co. to try some of their donuts. These donuts, I feel like they have like a rich taste, especially the cherry citrus one. It's more of a cakey kind of donut. And while texture-wise, I might put some of the other donuts above these, I think this one kind of makes up for it in terms of the flavor. I would give these a 6.5.
All right, the frosting is pretty good, but the dough itself of the donut tastes sort of bland, like maybe they missed a step. It's kind of like flavorless dough or cake with some frosting on it. They look pretty, but they taste overcooked and kind of bland. So I'll give them a 2 out of 10.
Eating all of these donuts in this amount of time is definitely not healthy, but someone had to do it. But don't worry, I did join a gym like right after this, so I'm gonna get my summer body back. Anyway, this next place is somewhere that I've been wanting to try since moving to Portland. We're talking Nola Donuts. Okay, Nola Donuts. I was actually really excited to try these guys out. They have some really cool croissant style donuts. They also give you these cool flavored dips that you can dip your donut in. They do close a little early, like most things in Portland. They close at 3 p.m. so getting the pick of the litter is a little hard, and we did go a little late. So we kind of just had to work with what they had left, but they're still really good, really flavorful. And the texture is good on these as well. I would go ahead and give, damn bro, how many motorcycles are in this town? What is going on? I would give Nola Donuts an 8 out of 10.
For these to be the last pick before closing, these are like extremely fresh. We got the maple bar, and this is like a grapefruit something. They both taste great in this Marion berry dipping sauce, but especially the grapefruit one. But yeah, I would give these maybe an 8 out of 10. I would definitely grab these again. They're really filling. I don't think I could finish this.
Nola is definitely on the pricier side of the options in this video, but the quality is certainly worth the money. They did have a decent line of people waiting for donuts, which is usually a good sign. and a lot of their donuts were selling out before we even hit the counter. So I recommend that you don't wait till last minute to go to Nola Donuts. Now, if you've been to Portland, you've probably heard about VooDoo Donuts. Some people love them, some people hate them. We went there to see what they were all about. All right, Axel, what's up? We eating VooDoo Donuts. Nah, me, no, I'm just playing. All right, so easily a top pick at VooDoo Donuts. The Homer donut, you can't really go wrong with a strawberry frosted donut, but they have some great texture on this donut. It's super soft to the touch, almost melts in your mouth. A lot of the other styles at VooDoo Donuts I feel like are just doing a little bit too much, but the Homer donut is simple, classic, rich taste, and for this specific donut, I think I would give it a 9 out of 10. Would that be the same for the other donuts? Definitely not, but if you are going there looking for the best donut, the Homer is definitely the one.
It's soft, it's nice and fluffy, has a great frosting. Yeah, I'd give it a 8 out of 10.
I've had VooDoo many times. I've had VooDoo many times. They have a lot of flavors, and some of it, in my opinion, is just too much. You remember that comment I made earlier in this video about long lines usually being a good sign? It can be misleading with VooDoo Donuts. They make some good donuts, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people are on that line because of VooDoo's history or because of its appeal to tourists. The Homer might be the only donut worth writing home about. Can't even lie to you, I was super hyped about trying this next place. We're headed to Pip's Donuts. Wow. All right, so we got a fresh batch of donuts. They make them right there in front of you. It is a long line, but it's definitely worth the wait. They're bite-sized donuts, so do what you will with that sort of information. They're not gonna be as big as some other places, but they do still taste great. And these people were so nice that they even gave us an extra donut. So we got the Reggie Lee, the raspberry, and the maple candied bacon. I would give Pip's a 9 out of 10. The only real detractor would be the size of the donuts.
I really like these. They're bite-sized, but I could tell 3 is like enough for me. I really like the texture on these. They're like crispy on the outside and really fluffy inside. Bite-sized foods are fun to eat. I'll give them a 9 out of 10 too. I really like these.
Close to perfect score for Pip's Donuts. Their donuts have been living rent-free in my mind since we went and tried. This is for sure a place to go if you're visiting Portland. Also, if it's your birthday and you show your ID, you get free donuts. What could be better than free donuts? Next on the list, we switched up the gears a little bit and went to Helen Bernhard's bakery. We just left the Helen Bernhard bakery. Really nice staff in there, and on Sundays it is half off, so that's pretty cool. Pretty big variety of donuts. You can get a bunch of different styles, and they're pretty yummy. I would give Helen Bernhard's bakery a 6 out of 10 with their donuts.
I really like the options that they had there. Some donut places only specialize in like a limited amount of flavors. So that was nice to get like some of your cakey donuts and your yeasty donuts. For them to be a day old on Sunday, they still taste great. I would have never thought that they weren't like as fresh as the last place. I would give this an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it.
Truly a gem in Portland. I don't think this place is going to get the credit that it deserves, but they have a massive selection of donuts, a wide variety of flavors, and they're doing great things in the community. After all of these donuts, I had to go to the ER and get my stomach pumped. Just joking, but those were the places that we tackled. Obviously, there's more donut places in Portland, but these were the places that garnered recommendations. Special shout out to Phil's Donuts. I wanted to make it out there, but the one that is close to where I live is closed down at this moment. And then the next closest one is all the way in Lake Oswego. So that was a Lake Oz no-go. Nah, but if you're visiting and have time to go out to Lake Oswego, you should definitely check out Phil's Donuts. All right, all this talking is making me hungry. I think I'm gonna go try some donuts. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and if you made it to this point in the video, comment, dope! Thanks again, guys. Peace.